Hello there everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. I can't even begin to explain how excited I am to sit down and film this video and show you guys everything that I've picked up over the weekend. I don't know why, but out of the whole house moving series that I will eventually have on my channel, I genuinely think that this video is going to be one of my favourites. I just love buying all the little knick-knacky bits for the house so much, and I've been really excited to do it this time just because obviously our budget has stretched a little bit more onto the pricier side of things, and we can get things that are a bit better quality now compared to when we were students. So I've been really excited to upgrade some of the items in our house, and I just can't wait to show you everything that is in front of me at the moment. So I'm going to stop waffling now. I'm going to try and jump straight into it. Before we get started, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe down below. Also be sure to check out all of the other house content on my channel if you haven't already, because I am kind of in the middle, or should be in the middle, of some kind of house moving series, so it would mean a lot if you could join me on that journey. And without any further ado, let's just get straight into it, shall we? So this haul is going to consist of bits and pieces from 4 different shops. We've got Dunelm, Homesense, Wilkos and Primark, but in particular Primark Home. And I don't really know where to start. I think I'm going to go with Dunelm because this is the shop that surprised me the most. I didn't expect to get anything from here other than our bathroom stuff, but they actually had some such lovely things in there. And I'm going to start with the bedding section because we've got some really lovely bedding. So we have a double bed and we don't have any plans to change the size of it to like queen or king. We're going to keep it as it is. And Dunelm had the best range of bedding that I've seen in quite some time. It is a little bit more pricey, but as I said, our budget has kind of gone up, and I really want to make sure that we're investing in pieces that we're going to keep for a longer period of time, rather than just buying like the cheap ones that we usually get from Asda that need replacing every so often. I promise I'm not going to explain myself either for every single thing. I'm just going to try and show you what I've got. So let's get started with that. This is the first piece of bedding that we picked up. I'm not too sure how well you can see, but it's this really nice beigey checkered double sheets, and also the pillowcases to go with. I just think it's really lovely, especially as we're moving into that kind of autumn season. This will be lovely to put out on our bed, and I am so excited to do so. We then also picked up this one, which was a lot more expensive, almost double the price kind of, but I think it was from some sort of special range. So this is the cotton collection, 100% cotton, soft and breathable amberly waffle duvet set. And again, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but I feel like it always comes up okay on the camera, even though I don't expect it to. But it's kind of like waffly, crease, ruched material, and I just really like it. We've never really had just plain white bedding because I feel like sometimes it can look a bit bland, and I never find some with designs that I actually like. But this is still quite minimal at the same time as being very textured and really adding something to the room. So hopefully that will look really nice once we've got all set up in our new bedroom. I can't wait to put it on the bed and have fresh sheets on the first night. Oh my gosh, how exciting. But that was all of the bedding that we picked up, and we then moved on to the kitchen section, which I suppose is where I was most surprised. The first thing I have to show you, I am so excited about, is this little bag that you can put your potatoes in. So they had these which says potatoes, but they also had some that said onions, and in ours I think we're just going to put like potatoes, onions, carrots, a little bit of everything because there's only 2 of us. But if you were a family, I imagine having 2 would be handy. And I didn't even realise, but it had this little velcro thing where you can put the potatoes in the top, and then rather than opening up the whole bag, you just pick it out the bottom. How cute is that? I don't know why I'm so excited about it, but I've never really seen anything like this, and you are supposed to store things like this in your dark cupboard. I remember my mum doing it when I was younger, and our potatoes would last for honestly weeks, probably, if not a little bit longer than that. This was £7, so it is quite expensive I suppose, but I do really like it. It's also machine washable, which is good because you can give it a refresh every now and then. Another thing that we really wanted to upgrade was our cutlery and our knives, and to be honest, we've been meaning to do this for the longest time but just struggle to find sets that we like. So first of all, we picked up our cutlery set, and I think this is so nice. It kind of just adds something to it, how it goes like thick and then thin. I just think they look a little bit more classy than the cheap ones that we've currently got. It's a 16-piece set because, as I said, there's only 2 of us, and this kind of leaves room for guests. We don't really need anything bigger than this, and it's the Viner's cutlery, a 50-year guarantee, not that we'll ever use that. And I believe this was somewhere in the region of £30 to £40. So again, a little bit of an upgrade, but one that we've definitely wanted to do for quite some time. I've just realised that our knives we actually got from Homesense, so I'm going to move those into a different pile for now and show you those in a second. We also picked up these vacuum bags though from Dunelm. A little bit of a boring purchase, but I never realised how good these were until recently. So we've got some more of those ready for when we move. Really good for like clothing and bedding, just to suck all of the air out and condense it down in size. But then the last thing that we picked up from Dunelm, which was the reason why we went in the first place, was to get our new bath mat, or bath board I suppose I should call this now, because we've gone from having a fluffy mat to a wooden board because Charlie just really likes these. I also think it adds a little something. The only thing that we're not sure on is how well it is actually going to match our bathroom, so we're hoping to be able to save the receipt, and then if we move in and decide that we don't really like it that much, we're going to take it back. This was £20. It's the bamboo duck board from the Dunelm Elements range, which I think is just kind of like their own brand version of things, and I really like it. We were also hoping to get the matching like soap dispensers and things, but they just didn't have those in stock, so that will be something that we purchase online I suppose a little bit closer to the time of moving in. I think I'm now going to quickly show you the stuff from Primark, just because Homesense is a little bit more exciting. So I will show you what we picked up. We actually went to Primark today and everywhere else yesterday, and I did expect to get a little bit more from there. I always see such good stuff on people's TikToks that Primark Home are selling, but ours was a little bit of a letdown. However, the things that we did pick up I'm really happy with. So first of all, we got these little dipping bowls. They're only tiny, like in comparison to my hand, but we really like using the little GU cheesecake pots for sauces, salsa if you've got Doritos and things, and these were just a little bit better than those, take up less space, a bit more matchy, and they were £3.50, so I'm really happy that we came across those. The vibe that we're going for in the new house is much more beigey, neutrals, creams, so these should match perfectly once we get our plates and things together. We then also picked up these tea towels, which again kind of match these perfectly. These are 4 waffle tea towels, and they go in varying colours from light to dark, and they were £4, which I'm quite happy with because we do struggle to find tea towels that we like. Bit of a first world problem though. And then the last thing that we picked up from there was our glasses. Again, we couldn't find any yesterday that we actually liked in Homesense or Dunelm, but in Primark I quickly stumbled across these, and they were the last ones on the shelf. And it's these highball glasses. I appreciate you can't really see them very well, probably just best for you to look at the picture on the front, but there was 4 in a pack, which is perfect for the 2 of us, and these were £4.50, so quite a good price. Don't imagine the quality to be that good, but they will do for when we move in, because again that's something that we struggle to find that we like. I suppose I should quickly show you the stuff from Wilkos, because I only got 3 things from there. The first of all being a baking tray, quite boring. We're actually going to use this now just because ours are getting a bit grotty, so I'm going to put that into the kitchen ready to use this evening. But then the last thing that we picked up from Wilko, I mean there's 2 of them but they are exactly the same, is just these photo frames. I don't know if you guys will know what I'm on about, but before we had a big photo frame behind the sofa which had lots of mini pictures in it of myself and Charlie in black and white. We've taken it down now, ready to move, but this kind of matches those. It's in the same range, and inside of them we've put our prints that we picked up in Amalfi. So when we were there, next to the postcards, they had loads of prints and things, and these were only €1.50 each, which is so good. And we just kind of picked them out of all the places that we'd been over the week so that we could enjoy them in the new house. So we got some that were landscape, and then these ones which are portrait. I always get confused between the 2. So I'm now going to move on to Homesense, which is the place we were most excited to go to, and I don't know why, I just love their little kitchen gadget aisle. It's so much fun in there, and I love the candles, another reason why we went, which I'm sure you'll see in a second. But first I'm going to show you our knives, just because we've already spoken about them. So we picked up the Taylor's Eyewitness Brooklyn Titanium kitchen knife set. So you get 5 of these knives, and you also get the sharpener with it. Not entirely sure how good the sharpener will be, but I did think it was good to get that because we always have like okay knives at the moment, but they just go blunt after a fair bit of time and then we end up buying new ones. So if we have a sharpener, hopefully these will last for a slightly longer amount of time. To go with those, we also picked up this, which I am so excited about. It's a Joseph and Joseph knife organizer. So you kind of put your smaller knives at the top and then your longer ones at the bottom, and this goes inside your drawer to organise it a little bit better. Currently we have a knife block which is out on the side, but I don't feel like we really need it out on the side. It takes up space and kind of contributes to it looking a bit more cluttered. And then I may as well stick with the kitchen section. So we also picked up this kitchen organising rack. Charlie found this. It wasn't really on our list of things that we needed or wanted, but she kind of sold it to me using her selling skills, and it's just a good way of organising like your baking trays, especially if they're a little bit thicker, because this one's got quite a bit of space in between the two, and sometimes we have the thicker ones for like roast potatoes and things with oil. So this will be a good way of organising those, and also the lids for all of your saucepans and things. And then the thing that I tried to sell to Charlie, which didn't actually take that much selling, is this for the fridge. So I think they're called Lazy Susans, or I might be making that up. I'm not entirely sure, but it's basically an organiser that spins around on a little turnstile at the bottom, and it's divided up into all of these sections. So I'm very excited about this, and I probably will buy a little bit more fridge storage once we kind of move in and I know what I want. But I do typically go to Home Bargains for that because it's quite cheap and quite good. So I just thought I'd pick that up because I've not seen that in Home Bargains. And then the last thing that we picked up for the kitchen was this, I was about to say mixing bowl, but it's not, is it? It's a colander or a sieve. I'm not entirely sure on the difference, but Charlie wanted a nice white one. At the moment we have a collapsible one, and we always end up dropping stuff everywhere, so this should make that a little bit less of a chance of happening, and there'll be less spillages. It doesn't actually have a price on, but oh it does, it was £8 altogether, and I actually just noticed that there's some black marks on it. Hopefully we can get those off, otherwise that's a little bit annoying. But we picked up that because that was something that Charlie wanted for the new house, and I do think it looks really nice, and it should match a saucepan set which we're planning on getting from Asda, which is fun. And then I've kind of left like the least interesting things for you guys till last. That wasn't really on purpose, but I picked up some candles whilst we were there. We spent ages smelling the candles in Homesense, because do you really go to Homesense if you don't? And I've got all the autumnal ones in at the moment with the brand DW Home, which we had our last autumnal candles from and really liked them. So this one is apple butter. Oh, I don't know why I'm smelling them because you guys can't, but I basically picked up that, which was £9.99, and it's really quite big, so it's good value if you compare it to like a Yankee candle. We then also picked up pumpkin marshmallow, which was £6.99, a little bit smaller. Oh, this one's so nice. It just smells sweet, and I'm not usually one for a sweet candle, but this isn't too overpowering, and I really like that. And then the last one that we picked up was another big one, and it was cinnamon apple, and this was £8.99, and much more Christmassy, so obviously that's one to save for closer to the time of Christmas, but I'm very excited to burn it nonetheless. And then speaking of Christmas, I don't know why I've saved this as a last item. I should have really built something up a bit more exciting than this, but we actually got a Christmas decoration in Homesense because I had loads of pig decorations, and if you've watched me for a while you'll know Charlie's got a thing about pigs. She really likes them, they're her favourite animal, and this one just reminded me of her if she was a pig, which I know sounds really bad, but it's got like a little baking hat on, it's holding a gingerbread man, it's a little apron, and I just feel like that is Charlie 100%, and this was £4.99. And that actually then concludes the homeware shopping haul. There's obviously a lot more stuff to come that we need to purchase, but I think we're just going to try and do things as we go along, because as I said at the start, we don't really have many spare days to just go out and do homeware shopping. So this weekend was just about picking up things that we saw and we liked and we loved and we knew that we were going to put to good use. Everything else might have to be kind of as we go along, which is why I wanted to sit down and film a proper haul for you all now, and then other bits and pieces I will show you in weekly vlogs to come probably. But I do really hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know what your favourite item was. I'm kind of struggling to pick one out for myself. I think it's either this fridge organizer or the white bedding, or actually the potato bag. I feel like the potato bag was my favourite item that I bought in this little haul. So let me know what yours was. Let me know where all of your favourite homeware shopping places are as well, because we have a lot more to do. And if you've got any recommendations of places I should go, then leave them commented down below and we'll be sure to check them out. And other than that, I do really hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe down below. Stick around to see some more house content because there's still lots more to come. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely week and I will see you all very soon in the next one. Goodbye.